A message from Spirit. Let your ego step aside and channel from the heart. There is no need to fear. Those who have ears to hear will hear what your intention and your message is. For it is you, for I am you, we are you. We are all connected. And you are very aware that you have a team working with you, as does every human here on the planet at this time. You all have guides. You all have the ability to connect with your inner source, your inner guides, your higher self, your spirit guides, your spirit animals, your guardian angels, your archangels, your ancestors, your grandmothers. We are all connected in some way and in some fashion. It is only the separateness that you feel inside the matrix that causes you to feel separate and decide that you need labels and segregation. And while we do have different frequencies, we want you to understand that you all have the ability to connect with us. We have had a lot of downloads and activations, light codes coming into the planet, and many of us would like to know how much longer are these activations going to be happening? Is this just the new normal for us, or does this have a smoothing out or an end date anytime soon? That is an excellent question. Currently, and for the past year, you have been going through many downloads with much information. Starseeds and light workers have been coming online in preparation for the ascension in record numbers, in preparation for this time period to help the collective understand that this is a beautiful time, a wonderful exploration into a planet shifting dimensions along with her people. The collective are becoming aware of this now, and some are just starting to understand that this is real and that this is happening. Because there's too many things happening at once to ignore it. And this is good. So yes, the planet is ascending and light workers have come on board to help the collective. It is not helpful to be fearful of the changes or to drum up tension with dramatic weather reports like the media of solar flares happening here, solar flare happening there. There's paradigms and crumbling and shifts and all the things. Use discernment and understand that you are bringing the message to people who are confused, who are struggling, who are feeling things they've never felt in their bodies, and understanding that they need calming forces for their spirit. The energy is shifting, and they are working through the shadow and the blocked feelings and emotions that have been trapped in their bodies and in their fields for years, things that you have been working on for far longer than they have. They are coming clear and shifting. You need to understand that you just need to breathe, drink lots of water, hydrate, drink juices and smoothies. Electrolytes are important, and rest is so important. You have grown up and lived with these programs of productivity, of efficiency, of work harder, work faster, or a badge of honor that you only sleep 6 hours a night kind of mentality. And that is done. You're being called into this new reality, this new timeline of resting when you need rest, hydrating, meditating, centering and grounding yourself, connecting with Mother Gaia. These are the things that will make you feel better. These are the things that will help you feel more connected, more in alignment, able to breathe and relax. Now, while you're suffering from symptoms of sinus pressure and ringing in the ears and agitation and weepiness and stomach aches and feeling a new level of stress, it can be difficult to understand that it is that easy to feel better. Dear ones, this is what you're being called to do. And you will not be doing this forever. There is a window of time when this is happening. And the more that you use these tools to feel better, you will be able to relax into the changes. Amy has a lovely way of visualizing herself laying on her back in a pool of water and floating. As the water is disturbed, she is just floating on top of it, breathing and trusting. And so when the energy shifts happen, it is not so intense. You can feel it flowing through your body. It becomes more pleasurable, more energetic, more electric or buzzy and warm. That is what happens when you allow things to be as they are. If you feel like crying, then cry. Crying is a release of stuck energy in your field. It is a release for not only yourself, but for the collective. You as a people are releasing generations of grief and trauma. Your job is important. It is also important to not remain in victimhood, to not latch on to ideas like, oh, there's just so much and I can't do it all myself. You are not doing it by yourself. Source is working through you. Your guides are here to help you. The more that you let go and trust and release, the smoother and easier it will feel. You are feeling this because you have agreed and realized that you want to ascend. You want to be in that higher vibration. You want to be part of that higher timeline, the lighter timeline. You want to be in a space, in a place where there is no more war, where there is no more pain, where there is still learning, there is still growing, there is still living. In order to get there, you must change. You are changing into light body. Your DNA is being brought online. DNA that was previously described as junk DNA. You have 12 strands of DNA, not only 2. The DNA is being prepared, upgraded. These are the codes. These are the downloads. The evolution of humankind. It's an exciting time, and you have all signed up to be here at this time. We understand that some of this may sound very far afield from what you believe, and that is okay. You do not have to believe it all for it to be true and it to be happening. And if you have come to listen to this message, it is because on some level you want to understand that what you are going through is worth it. That there is a way to make it go smoother. That there is hope. The ascension is happening, and it's right on time. And it is happening in divine timing. One way to look at it is that the earth is giving birth to herself, being birthed into 5D. And as such, she is having contractions. And the birth could be any day. Time does not exist outside of your matrix the same way. So when we say it could happen any day, what we mean by this is that we are in the final stages of this transition happening. It could be a few months, or it could be until next year. Just like natural childbirth, you don't know exactly what day it's going to happen, but you can read the signs. And when she starts having contractions, the time is soon. And to continue with the analogy one step further, childbirth is always easier when the mother is relaxed, when she is aware how her breathing affects her body. And you all individually are birthing a new you. And it's very helpful to breathe, to relax, and to understand that you're going to feel all ranges of emotions. To ask for help. Your guides are with you and around you and listening to you at all times. And even if you have never prayed or have issues around the thought of prayer, we want to assure you and want this message to come through clearly. We love you. It is going to be okay. You are so loved. You are marvelous, miraculous, wonderful beings. You have learned so much, and there is so much more to learn. You have learned through pain and suffering and trauma for long enough. And now it's the final push, the final days, where you are being asked by yourself, by your soul, to breathe and rest, to dream a new life, your highest, most beautiful utopian life. What do you want your world to look like? Drink water. It helps with the integration. It helps with the activations. It helps with the whole process. Go within, talk to yourself, begin to see how beautiful and precious you are. We love you so much. We are complete.